All right, everybody loves the Hall of Fame season, and we're hoping that next year, well, this year, we have a normal Hall of Fame induction ceremony, and the names are out for the finalists. Obviously, this is an amazing list. Why don't we go ahead and take a look at some of these names right now? So, number one, quarterback, Peyton Manning. I think that's a foregone conclusion. Wide receiver, Calvin Johnson. Defensive back, Charles Woodson. And defensive end, Jared Allen. These are first year eligibility for these players. I have a hard time seeing any of these names being passed. I think 100% Peyton Manning and Charles Woodson. I think Calvin Johnson, they might flirt with him. He could be in 2 to 4 years. I think Jared Allen is a guy that could be shuffling around for the next 5 years, but I think he definitely gets in at some point. I just don't see it being reasonable to be putting in all these like first year guys when there's other guys that are waiting to be inducted. But it's interesting that when I started watching football, I saw these guys get drafted, I saw these guys retire, and now they're going into the Hall of Fame. I'm 31 years of age, so this is very, very, very exciting for me. You have other players like Rondé Barber, Tony Boselli, Leroy Butler, Alan Faneca, Torrey Holt, John Lynch. I'm surprised he's still not in. He is the GM for the San Francisco 49ers. I'd be very interested to see him going in as a Buck. You have Clay Matthews. You have Sam Mills, Richard Seymour. Zach Thomas is a pretty good one. Reggie Wayne. So there's a lot of good names on here that I would love to go see. Guys like an Alan Faneca, a Torrey Holt. I feel like Torrey Holt should go in before Calvin Johnson. Rondé Barber. It'd be amazing if you had Rondé Barber and John Lynch going in. It would be a Buccaneer Hall of Fame with Peyton Manning. But those are the names. Who would you guys like to see go in first? Definitely it's a Peyton Manning thing for me. Anybody after that doesn't really matter. But I would love to see John Lynch in there, Rondé Barber. Those are the three guys that I really admired watching play football, so I would love to see those guys go in. I think Charles Woodson has a really good shot of being a first ballot Hall of Famer. All the other guys, we'll have to wait and see. But that's the Hall of Fame finalist finals list. It'd be interesting to see which other historic players that have been waiting for 20, 30 years are able to go in, and also what front office personnel would go in. Usually there's a head coach or some sort of a GM. But those are your finalists for this year's 2021 Hall of Fame. Can't wait to see who gets in.